So you
Welcome to Walla Walla University's commencement exercises for 2025. Please clear the aisles and be seated immediately. The procession is about to begin. Please clear the aisles and be seated immediately. The procession is about to begin.
Would you bow your heads with me?
Great and good God of the universe and of our hearts, we couldn't and wouldn't begin this ceremony without acknowledging your presence in our midst. This morning we've assembled at a monumental gateway. For today, the Walla Walla University class of 2025 will step away from this great institution into a life of service. Be with us as we linger at that gateway. Open the eyes of our hearts as we spend a few moments reflecting on the past, and remind us of just how profoundly you have blessed us along the roads that have led each of us here today. Thank you for the sunlight this morning. It's a blessing. As we celebrate these graduates, as the spotlight shines on each, for their talents, their grit, and their accomplishments, allow us to recognize you as the source of all good things. Instill in all of us a desire to accurately reflect you and your character today and always. Thank you for the breeze this morning. It too is a blessing. This west wind is welcomed by those of us dressed in black robes and those who may be seated in the sun, but it also represents your spirit. As we listen to the words spoken by Dr. Bryant this morning, give us ears to hear your still small voice in that breeze, and inspire us to live for you and your kingdom. Lord, speaking as a parent and as a faculty member, thank you for the incredible honor and responsibility that you have bestowed upon us in these graduates. More often than we would like to admit, we have found ourselves unworthy and incapable. but you have been, you are, and you will forever be. Bless this ceremony. May it be a gateway to a life of service to you. Amen.
Graduates, faculty, and staff members, you may be seated. I am Alex Bryan, the president of Walla Walla University, and it is my privilege on behalf of Elder John Friedman, chair of the board of Walla Walla University, the board of trustees, faculty and staff educators, and a global network of Walla Walla University alumni to welcome you to our commencement ceremony. Today's ceremony is set on the Grand Theater of Centennial Green, this teeming ground adorned by faithful maple, honey locust, linden, and dogwood trees, framed by the house that provides us power, the administration building that holds our humanities, the library that serves as our specialized sanctuary of study, the scientific laboratories of Rigby, and the Western Sentinel named Sittner Hall. And now this hour, populated by the incredibly good-looking, well-natured intelligentsia that is the class of 2025. Good morning. Happy Father's Day. Welcome. It's great to have you here. In a fragile, ever-changing world, Commencement Sunday at Walla Walla University employs strong, reliable traditions, signaling the study and affirming the ultimate importance of truth, unchanging values, transcending ideas, everlasting realities, the permanence of divine love, and adoration of the omnipotent, eternal Creator God. You will notice today the following prompts in celebration of this permanence. The presence of the university seal, designed in 1912 by Walla Walla College President Ernest Kellogg, displayed on this platform. The wearing of graduation robes, garments that harken back some 800 years to the 13th and 14th centuries, to the earliest days of higher education, which were formed to give God glory. The printing of our enduring vision and philosophy on the first page of the program, the playing of familiar music, the distribution of perennial diplomas, the use of ancestral language like summa cum laude. And when the original Walla Walla College bell rings at the end of our ceremony, it will evoke the institution's long history, beginning in 1892, singing out the importance and durability of our mission. And the bell will sound 7 times, inviting our ears to hear the seminal moment. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Walla Walla University is founded on Christian teachings and values as understood and appreciated by the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Central to these teachings is the belief that every person is created in the image of God as a being of inestimable value and worth, imbued with powers of intelligence, stewardship, and creativity akin to those of the Creator. This is why we are here. Every robed human being, every one of us gathered, every person sharing with us this continent, this planet, is loved by God and bears God's image. This is the lofty, unparalleled, and indispensable purpose of Christian higher education, what the visionary leader Ellen White calls the highest education, to strengthen a fragile world with serious scholarship, critical thinking, moral reflection, prompting the expansion of love and kindness in the cosmos, and plying sacred curiosity about God, ourselves, and this, our Father's world. Welcome, then, to this celebration of significance.
Welcome, friends, family members, faculty, staff, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. It's a true privilege to stand before you today and represent the class of 2025. As I prepared for this moment, I found myself reflecting on the past 4 years, and in that reflection, I have felt incredible gratitude for the many gifts that Walla Walla University has given me and all of us sitting here today. Some of these gifts are easy to name. Friendships that we know will last a lifetime with people who have laughed with us, cried with us, and stood by us through every late night paper and every early morning class. Mentors who didn't just teach us, but shaped us, who challenged us to grow not only academically, but personally, who asked the hard questions and reminded us to live with purpose. Professors who didn't just deliver lectures, but modeled compassion, curiosity, and a love for learning. An education that expanded not just our minds, but our hearts when rooted in empathy. And then there are the quieter gifts, the courage we discovered in showing up for one another, the strength that came from wrestling with difficult questions, and the compassion that grows from truly understanding those whose stories, backgrounds, and perspectives are different from our own. Together, as a class, we have received so much, and today, surrounded by those who supported us, we celebrate and we give back. The class of 2025 has chosen to create an endowment fund as our class gift, a gift that will grow over the next 25 years, and when it matures, it will help future students attend Walla Walla University. It's our way of paying forward the generosity we've received and ensuring that others get the chance to experience the same joy, transformation, and opportunity that we did. On behalf of the class of 2025, thank you to our families, professors, mentors, friends, and to the university itself. You've poured into us, invested in us, and believed in us. And now, to my fellow graduates, congratulations, class of 2025. Your hard work has brought you here. I hope you're feeling the same gratitude I am today for the education, the community, the resilience, and the perspective we've gained. This is my message to you. Let's not hold these gifts too tightly. Let's use them. Use your education to question the status quo. Use your friendships to build communities of care. Use your understanding of diverse people and perspectives to foster empathy and justice. Use all that you've received here, because it was never meant to be kept, it was meant to be shared. And as you leave Walla Walla, may these words from 1 Peter stay with you. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in various forms. So, class of 2025, go with courage, go with compassion, go love deeply, go create community, go seek justice, and may the gifts you received here carry you and others far beyond what you can imagine. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Liberty. You can see exactly why we hate to see this class go. They're exceptional leaders. It is my privilege to talk about some awards we have recently given faculty and staff on this campus. Faculty and staff at Walla Walla University work hard and consistently exhibit excellence in instruction and advisement. Each year at the annual award ceremony conducted on Alumni Weekend, we take time to commend faculty and staff who exemplify excellence in their work and provide Walla Walla University students with opportunities to grow and learn. It is a pleasure to recognize once again the awardees for 2025. These faculty and staff educators represent some of our brightest and best. I would ask that the faculty and staff stand to be recognized if they are here when I read their name. The 25-26 Distinguished Faculty Lecturer, Dr. Joanna Atto, Associate Professor of Business. The School of Business Excellence in Teaching Award, Dr. Stephen Forbes, Assistant Professor of Business. Excellence in Theological Teaching Award, Dr. Paul Dipdahl, Professor of Theology. The Walla Walla University Community Service Award, Dr. Daisy Haid, Associate Professor of Social Work. Presidential Award for Excellence in Advising, Dr. James Nessler, Professor of Biology. Commitment to Diversity Award, Dr. Amanda Ramatar, Associate Professor of Education. Presidential Award for Excellence in Scholarship, Dr. Monique Roddy, Associate Professor of History. Presidential Award for Excellence in Teaching, Dr. Tim Tiffin, Professor of Mathematics. The Stephen and Margaret Tan Engineering and Computer Science Excellence in Teaching Award, Dr. Melody Williams, Professor of Engineering. Our Rising Staff Member of the Year is Carlos McDonald. And our Staff Member of the Year also honored were Chris Drake and Patty Nelson. Thank you.
It is my honor this morning to introduce to you Dr. Glenward Alexander Bryant, who currently serves as President of the North American Division and Vice President of the General Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. Prior to this role, he served as Executive Secretary of the North American Division and President of the Central States Conference, as well as Superintendent of Education and Director of Temperance Youth Pathfinders and National Service Organization. He has also spent a year as a student missionary in Japan. Dr. Bryant earned a Bachelor of Arts degree in Theology and Business Administration from Oakwood College. In 1982, he began his pastoral ministry in Springfield, Missouri, as well as in Coffeyville and Independence, Kansas. He was ordained to the gospel ministry in 1986 and received his Master of Divinity degree from Andrews University in 1988. In December 2011, he completed his Doctor of Ministry at Fuller Theological Seminary. In October 2008, during its session in Manila, Philippines, the General Conference Executive Committee, recognizing Dr. Bryant's God-given gift of leadership, elected him to serve as Executive Secretary of the North American Division and Associate Secretary of the General Conference. In his capacity as Executive Secretary, he served as a spokesperson for the church in news venues such as Meet the Press, MSNBC, and other media outlets. Driven by a deep passion for evangelism, he has conducted numerous evangelistic meetings across Africa, the Philippines, Papua New Guinea, and in London. He has preached the gospel all over the world, planted several churches, and his ministry has led to baptism of thousands. He is married to the former Desiree Wimbish, who currently serves as the Director of Ministerial Spouses Association. They are the proud parents of Travis, Traven, and Terrence. They are also blessed with 3 granddaughters, Talia, Kyra, and Theory. Dr. Bryant loves serving God with all his heart and looks forward to the day when he, along with his family and loved ones, will be able to stand together on the sea of glass in the heavens and in the new earth. This morning, please join me in welcoming a man with a nearly perfect name, Dr. Alex Bryant, President of the Adventist Church in North America.
I actually thought I did have the perfect name. To our esteemed President, Dr. Alex Bryant, and our Chairman, Dr. John Freeman, and the administration of this august university. It is a privilege and an honor to be here, but especially I would like to say a huge congratulations to the class of 2025. Let's put our hands together again for the class of 2025. You've reached a tremendous milestone in graduating from this prestigious institution. I salute you. I salute the parents of this illustrious class. We also salute the sacrifices that you have made and the inspiration you have been to these graduates when they were going through tough times and weren't sure if they could make it. to the administration and faculty and staff for pouring into these graduates over the last 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. Graduates, you have achieved this particular milestone during some of the most chaotic and challenging times in our world. Coming out of COVID, watching the disarray and challenging times adds greater depth and significance to this achievement. A time when everything appears to be turned on its head, major and consequential wars all over the globe, with natural disasters happening at an alarming pace, with civil unrest and common decency almost non-existent. The world needs the class of 2025. We need your optimism. We need your hope. We need your grit and your infusion of energy and dynamism. God has called you, class of 2025, for this moment. You know, commencement refers to the start of something in an academic context. This ceremony signifies you're starting your career and the next phase of your life. But I want to challenge you a bit on that for a short while this morning. I want to talk today for a few minutes about soaring. Not just surviving, but soaring. God has designed you and created you to thrive in the midst of a chaotic world. You were not designed for mediocrity. You were designed for excellence, and you were designed to soar. And I want us to take a lesson from the eagle in soaring. It is one of God's masterpieces in creation. Eagles have learned to soar to conserve energy by using rising air currents like thermals and orographic updrafts to gain altitude instead of constantly flapping their wings. This gliding and soaring strategy also allows them to cover vast distances with minimal effort, especially during migration and hunting. The eagle has learned that soaring and gliding require significantly less energy than flapping its wings. Eagles use rising columns of warm air and orographic updrafts that comes over the mountains and the hills to gain altitude so that they may soar. It is the resistance that comes from the wind that allows the eagle to maneuver its body. So instead of the wind being a foe, they actually use the wind as strength and ability to soar. I would like for us to think about our orographic updrafts that comes into our lives on a daily basis, and it will certainly come into your life as you leave this place. I want to talk about orographic updrafts that are lurking in your journey. What I've learned in my lifespan, that these orographic updrafts are necessary for the journey and absolutely essential for soaring. They create the necessary resistance needed to soar. What we may call failures or setbacks is really God's way of redirecting our steps to position us to soar. Those elements are different for each and every one of us. And what I would like to mention this morning is don't accept society's definition of success. Tune your mind to a higher definition. God's definition is not based on how much money you make or what kind of title you achieve or fame you have acquired. God's definition is based on the plan that God has for you and the gifts that God has given you along with your passion, because you are one of a kind. And what I want to remind you of this morning, that your journeys will be different and the plan that God has for your life will be different. I remember when I graduated from Oakwood. And then when I graduated as a theology and business major. And all of my theology majors, friends, received employment or calls to various places, except me. Now, mind you, I had been a good student, had been a leader on the campus. I had exercised opportunities that were given me. But when it came time to graduate, everyone of my friends got a call but me. And so I went home and tried to figure out what my next plans would be and was wondering, why did God leave me out? I had a second major in business, and after several months of trying to making contacts with various conferences, I gave up and I said, well, maybe I should try my hand at my second major in business. I applied for several places, and I received an interview at a prestigious bank in the city of St. Louis. And they said, we want you to be a junior executive leading a particular branch of our bank. And we want to start you on next Monday. That Monday morning, I received a call from the conference president. And he said, we want to hire you. But we can't pay you full time. We can offer you $600 a month. And to make up the difference, you can be a literature evangelist and sell books from house to house. And by the way, the place that we have assigned you, your largest church has 3 members. And your second church has no members at all. The church was closed 30 years ago. And we want to give you this assignment. I had a choice to make. And the choice was, would I choose a career or would I go with my passion? My passion was serving people. My passion was giving Bible studies. My passion was sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I was faced with a decision. And what it reminded me of, and what it reminds me of today, that in order to soar, you have to intersect your passion with your gifts. I could do the job at the bank, but that was not my passion. And graduates today, what I would like to challenge you today with, number one, is don't follow a career, follow your passion. And your passion will make way for a career. Secondly, recognize that God's plan for you is unique to you. Each of us is like a snowflake. Alex Bryan and Alex Bryant are different. You may not have noticed. I have a T and he doesn't. I have a great haircut, and he doesn't. I have we have 2 different journeys, 2 different calls. We are different because God has called us to different paths. And God has called you to a different path. Each human being is different, just like the snowflakes are different. But your plans that God has for you are also different. So you can't look at what God is doing in someone else's life, what plans God has for their life. The plans that God has for you are unique to your life, and they're designed not for you just to survive, but they're designed for you to thrive. Recognize that God's plan for you are as unique as you are. Live by God's definition of success. Follow your passion and not a career. Recognize that God's plan for you are as unique as you are. And then finally, recognize that your disappointments, or what we may call setbacks, are the orographic updrafts that God uses to position you to soar. So what we call disappointment, God is actually using it to lift you.
In that assignment that they gave me, which I took, I went and I sold those books. I went to that church of 3 members, and I went to the church with no members. And in 9 months, the church with no members had 50 members. The church with 3 members, and actually one of those 3 spoke in an unknown tongue, also thrived. But what I learned from that experience is the plan that God had for me. And what you have to realize that when I started in theology, I stuttered. I could not speak in front of a crowd. And I was unsure and insecure. Did God really want me in ministry? But that first assignment that everyone else told me, I wouldn't take that assignment because all of your friends have big churches. That first assignment is where God shaped me and molded me. And what I'm here today to encourage you that your journey may be different from your friends. Your plans that God has for you may be different from your friends, but God is shaping you so that you could soar. The second story I'd like to share before I take my seat is as I started my professional career, my professional life and ministry, and the Lord was blessing my ministry. My wife and I wanted to have a family. All of the rest of our friends were having families, and we wanted to start a family. And we found out that we could not have biological children. And it was a disappointment. And we picked ourselves up and said, we're going to go and adopt a child. And while we were in the process of beginning that journey, my mother called me and asked us if we would be willing to take 3 boys into our home. Their mother had been tragically murdered. They were actually my nephews, and those boys changed the trajectory of my life. And what I thought was a disappointment, God used to be our wind under our sail. And one of the things that he did right away, I was planning to get this very nice car from a Kansas City Royals baseball player. We'd already talked, we'd made the arrangement, and then my 3 sons entered my life. Instead of getting a car, I ended up with a van. But they changed the trajectory of our lives. And if it were not for those boys coming into our lives, my sons that I love dearly, I would not be standing here today. God uses what we think are disappointments and setbacks. He uses those things to be the wind that carries us and allows us to soar to higher heights than we would have without those disappointments. So class of 2025, I've just come by today and ask you and challenge you to take the winds of disappointment and setback and allow God to help you to soar. Not just to thrive, not just to survive, but literally to soar. Amidst the chaos of this world, God has called you to soar. Amidst the difficulty and challenges that you have faced, God has called you to soar. To soar in this life. To soar on your journeys. There will be disappointments, but instead of letting the disappointments set you back, take the disappointment and ride the wings as the eagle does. So class of 2025, today is just the beginning. Soar on. Soar on, soar on, soar on. And when you get tired of soaring, soar on. Soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on. And when the disappointments come, soar on. When the challenges come, soar on. When you don't know which way to go, soar on. Soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on. Soar on. Soar on. Soar on. Soar on. Soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on. Soar on, 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 soar on. In 2025, soar on. In 2026, soar on. In 2027, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on, soar on. And then soar on, 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 soar on. God has called you to soar on. God bless you.
Will the class of 2025 please stand? President Bryan, distinguished faculty, dedicated staff, cherished students, proud family members, esteemed guests, and all those joining us via broadcast, it is with immense pleasure that I stand here today, 129 years after Walla Walla's inaugural commencement, to formally present the graduating class of 2025. Our official records indicate that we have 235 candidates for graduation this year. Of this impressive cohort, 179, approximately 76%, began their academic journey with us as freshmen, demonstrating remarkable perseverance and dedication. Within this graduating class, women constitute 51%, and men 49%. The class of 2025 also includes 3 sets of twins and boasts a diverse range in age. Our youngest bachelor's degree recipient is 20 years old, and our most mature graduate is 58, underscoring the pursuit of knowledge transcending all ages. This class also boasts 30 students who have had parents or grandparents or great-grandparents graduate from Walla Walla College or Walla Walla University. 24 graduates are third-generation members of their family. 5 graduates are fourth-generation Walla Walla, and 1 graduate, Alden Wilfley, today represents the 5th generation of his family to graduate from Walla Walla University. In addition to our undergraduate achievements, we are also conferring degrees upon 63 graduate students, encompassing programs across our College Place campus and our extended campus in Billings, Montana. The class of 2025 is unequivocally a high-achieving cohort. We are proud to announce that 41 of our graduates qualify for cum laude honors, 30 for magna cum laude, and an outstanding 37 for summa cum laude recognition. Furthermore, 4 graduates have successfully completed double majors, and 7 have earned dual bachelor degrees, showcasing exceptional academic ambition. In total, Walla Walla University is conferring 236 bachelor degrees and 12 associate degrees this year. We would like to take a moment to acknowledge 3 graduating seniors who have achieved the extraordinary distinction of a perfect 4.0 cumulative grade point average in their bachelor's programs. Madison Glenn, Samantha Molina, and Juliet Quave. Please join me in recognizing their dedication and accomplishment. This distinguished senior class also comprises scholars who have amassed an impressive volume of academic work. The graduating senior with the highest number of earned credits will conclude their Walla Walla University career with a grand total of 280 college credits. Collectively, this class has successfully completed over 43,000 student credit hours. This substantial academic output reflects not only your hard work, but also the significant investment you have made in your education. And armed with your Walla Walla University degree, you are officially equipped to tackle global challenges, innovate industries, and perhaps more importantly, confidently answer the age-old question, so what are you going to do with that major? The financial investment in the class of 2025 has been substantial. Our records show that these students have received over $14.9 million in grants and scholarships directly from Walla Walla University, its generous friends and alumni, and other external sources. While the majority of these funds supported our undergraduate students, it is significant to note that 95.6% of all our graduating students receive some form of grant or scholarship during their enrollment. For undergraduates, the average award amounted to $68,821, with 45 of our students receiving over $100,000 in aid. This figure does not include the additional $3.2 million these students collectively receive from governmental sources, highlighting the widespread support for their academic pursuits. The academic diversity within this class is equally impressive, with every school contributing to its intellectual vibrancy. The School of Business leads in representation with 56 degrees awarded, followed by the School of Nursing with 37, the School of Education and Psychology with 25. Other significant contributions come from the School of Engineering with 24 majors, Health and Physical Education 15, Communication 14, Computer Science 12, Biology and Technology 11 each, the School of Theology 9, Social Work and Sociology 8, Chemistry 5, History and Philosophy with 4 graduates, Music, English, and Modern Languages with 3, Art and Math with 2, and Physics has 1. Congratulations. Your geographic origins are as expansive as your academic interest. 90 of our graduating seniors come right from Washington State. 47 are from Oregon, 42 from California, and 8 are from Idaho. An additional 19 states are represented from as far away as Florida, Massachusetts, and Hawaii. Furthermore, this senior class includes international students from Canada, the Cayman Islands, Colombia, Mexico, Palau, Peru, the United Republic of Tanzania, Vietnam, and Zimbabwe, truly making this a global class. Many members of the class of 2025 have already demonstrated a commendable commitment to global service. Within this distinguished group, 23 students have served as student missionaries and task force workers, dedicating their time and talents to communities beyond the Walla Walla Valley. We are immensely proud to welcome all of you today into our alumni community, confident that you will continue to be a blessing to others as you embark on your future endeavors. President Bryan, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present the Walla Walla University class of 2025. We will begin the conferring of degrees. The first row may come forward. The rest of you may be seated. Liberty Page Anderson, President, degree of Bachelor of Business Administration, cum laude. Stacy Ann Presley, Co-President, Portland Campus, degree of Bachelor of Science, major of Nursing. Noah Zachary Arnold Tan Recalde, Co-President, Portland Campus, degree of Bachelor of Science, major in Nursing, magna cum laude. Brielle Cherie Benny, Vice President, degree of Bachelor of Arts, major in Spanish, magna cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Megan Sky Dauncey, Marketing Vice President, degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Anique Noelle Elizabeth Groya, Social Vice President, degree of Bachelor of Arts, major in Business Administration, cum laude. Ashley Marlon Barroso Garcia, Financial Vice President, degree of Bachelor of Science, major in Business Administration, cum laude. Andres Alberto Anaya, Spiritual Vice President, degree of Bachelor of Science, major in Product Design, Christian Service Volunteer. Abigail Ann Sissons, Secretary, degree of Bachelor of Arts, major in Business Administration, cum laude. Ashley Elizabeth Garner, Historian, degree of Bachelor of Science, major in Psychology, cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, major in Art, Dadia Louise Triana Monroe. Major in Biblical Languages, Janice L. McKenzie. Major in Business Administration, Rachel Ann James, cum laude. Major in Computer Science, Dilraj Kaur. Hunter Michael Kimes, cum laude. Major in English, Summer Madison Neal, magna cum laude, Honors General Studies Program. Savannah Page Vatia, also a major in History, cum laude, Honors General Studies Program. Major in Global Communication, Caden James Boyd, Honors General Studies Program. Lorelei Elise Arbor, summa cum laude. Major in History, Caleb Eugene Bryan, also a Bachelor of Ed degree. Ethan Alexander Davis, magna cum laude. Emmeline Grace Logan, also a Bachelor of Education degree, Christian Service Volunteer. Majors in Psychology, Emily Rayanne Ermshire. Luz Reina Arango Sia. That's, yeah, go ahead. Megan Nicole Carrion. Andres Eduardo Espinil Garcia. Caden Russell Rogers, cum laude. Lauren Michelle Rosebud Vizcara, magna cum laude. Stacy Nicole Weisner, cum laude. Major in Theology and Religious Studies, Michael Herrera Terran, cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Rovim Tarasovich Leonov. Aiden Riley McCoy. Good. Curtis Dwayne Morris II, Christian Service Volunteer. Kinder Rhiannon Nagley, magna cum laude. Almonds Sibaroka, Christian Service Volunteer. David L. Sierra. Eli William Stanchu Jr., magna cum laude, Honors General Studies Program. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration: Isabel Cristina Barahona. Eliakim Thomas Bentley. Richard Samuel Castro Bass, Christian Service Volunteer. Jace Lee Charbonneau. Joy Raylene Edwards. Rolando Gallert Franco. Luke Robert Ganson, cum laude. Jordan Leslie Green Wallace. Bill Anthony Kimblursa. Layden Klolubach. Dylan James Leake. Hazley Maceda Ponce, magna cum laude. Willem Medema. Joe Victor Graykov Molina. Takudzwa Pasha Kawamba. Aldrisi Abigail Ramirez Diaz. Natasha Ann Rogers. Kaylee Abigail Sanchez Urick. It's Kylie Abigail Sanchez Urick. Isaias. That's what I've worked on all week. Christian Santiano. Sorry. Eloisa Cordeo Sarli. Vinicius Cardoso Silva. Ryan Gordon Smith Alvarez, cum laude. Gavin Noah Stacy, cum laude. Treat Andrew Sundal. Tristan Michael Taylor, magna cum laude. Andrew Gabriel Vaughn, cum laude. Heidi Elise Wagner, cum laude. Hannah Rebecca Walker, magna cum laude. Alexandria Noel Walter, magna cum laude. Seth Coleman Wirtz, cum laude. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Liberal Studies, Leslie Wendy Etienne. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Music, Heidi Elizabeth Kissinger, also a BA degree, major in art. Simon Robert Shepard, also a Bachelor of Education degree, Christian Service Volunteer. Madeline Marie Stone, magna cum laude. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, major in Automotive Management, Christian A. Bleck. George Christopher Calvet. Jacob Yasha Viktorovich Moskolets. Major in Automotive Service, Harry Hu Chen. Major in Aviation Management, Jared Michael Nidai, also an associate degree in business, cum laude. Major in Aviation Technology, Chrislyn Danae Klaus. Ryan Andrew Stewart, summa cum laude. Major in Biochemistry, Saul Cortez. John Philip Herman, summa cum laude. Tyler Levi Kuhn. Annalise Repeke Schroeder, summa cum laude. Major in Biology, Benjamin Connor Buller, summa cum laude. Aurora Leary Coleman, summa cum laude. Nathan Philip Dabney, magna cum laude. Carly K. Hager, summa cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Caleb Harrison Hayton. Ruhim Raymond Zaron Jarrett, magna cum laude. Judith Alexandra Lorenz, summa cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Philip Gale Mathenathangi. I got it kind of, sorry. Mathenathangi. Ryla Peyton Rogers, magna cum laude. Matthew Brian Watkins, summa cum laude. Major in Business Administration, Kialanale Un Ilrang Alexander. Jared William Charbonneau. Danielle Masahe Fahama Usili. Gabrielle Niva Fahama Usili. Jonas Heramis Flores Diaz. Mahedio Maiteve a'o o mata uda kaya via ana pua. Craner. Andrew J. Colgis. Jenna Bao Lee. Abigail Ray Lombard. Caden Christopher Personius, cum laude. Aspen Winter Snow Smoky. Josephine Daniel Kachuk. Steele W. Twifford. Keenan Evan Van Orden. Dylan Reed Wasser. O'Neill Von Willis. Major in chemistry, Adam Meyer Lewis, cum laude. Major in computer science, Anna I. Caraveo, also a major in biology, cum laude. Raven Venom Chester. Wilfredo Gomez Martinez, cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Samuel Chris Hoffman, summa cum laude. Sophia Ann Shinyan Kist, magna cum laude. Bowen Kevin Maddox. Aaron James Martinez, cum laude. Grant Kincaid Moody, summa cum laude. Sophia Vitalia Olenik, cum laude. Benjamin Michael Wachter, also a major in physics. Major in digital media and design, Jocelyn Tay Seaton, summa cum laude. Major in elementary education, Lauren Rose Larson, magna cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Dolores D. Mora Tejada. Yeah. Bethany Emmeline Reese. Major in exercise science, Janelle Nadine Glover, magna cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Dania Alan Morales Cruz. Malia Zoe Moses, summa cum laude. Giovanni Joel Presidio Rincon. Alden Derek Wilfley, summa cum laude, also 5th generation graduating student. Juliana Rose Zolbrek, summa cum laude. Nathaniel Taylor Van Kirk. Do I have the wrong one? My bad, sorry. This is major in film, TV, and media, and Nathaniel is a graduating with a major in film, TV, and media. Stephen Austin Crary. Samantha Rosalind Grekov Molina, summa cum laude. Major in forensic psychology, Zachary Adam Dam. Hannah Nicole Kissinger, magna cum laude. Major in graphic design, Selena May Arias, magna cum laude. Major in health science, Juliana Elise Hughes, magna cum laude. Maxwell Truitt Lowry. Yadit Rodriguez, also a major in psychology. Ari Le Vuntantron, magna cum laude, Christian service volunteer. Kobe Scott Wilkins, cum laude. Major in mathematics, Colin Eugene Peterson, also a Bachelor of Ed degree, magna cum laude. Major in nursing, Ashley Y. Amparano Cruz. Adriana Karina Ayoki. Laurel S. Bice. Lindsay Helene Bluck, summa cum laude. Claire Arena Bodai, summa cum laude. Juliana Danielle Brown, summa cum laude. Julia Carrera Ayala. Catherine Rose Inbody, cum laude. Wendy Escalera. Madison Janae Glenn, summa cum laude. Landon Joel Huben, cum laude. Madeline Lynn Camphilabong. Kulani May Kramer. Pooja Lamgade. Rachel Nicole Langford, cum laude, Christian service volunteer. Marco George Chris Miller, cum laude. Beverly Muhumusa Masikwa, cum laude. Camila Michelle Narvaez. Hin Tui To Nguyen, magna cum laude. Claire Elise Paskett, magna cum laude. Isabella Morgan Quintero, cum laude. Michelle S. Ritchie, cum laude. Josiah S. Smith, summa cum laude. Michelle Terawinga, summa cum laude. Vian Lam Trun. Austin Robert Uloa. Brenda Vasquez Espinosa. Bogdan Zolnarovich, cum laude. Major in Product Design, Lydia K. Fortune, summa cum laude. Major in Psychology, Juliana Nicole Conrad, also a BSW degree, cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Hannah Angel Lee. Jessica Ariana Mitchell. Yelena J. Young Peng. Juliet Loren Quave, summa cum laude. Amelia Rose Schaefer, cum laude. Hudson Matthew Stuck. Missy Ray Serdal, summa cum laude. Abigail Lynn Threadgill, also an associate's degree in pre-speech language pathology, magna cum laude. Major in sports management and coaching, Josue A. Morelos. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Engineering, Robert Christian James Aldrich. Alexander Robert Andre, cum laude. Jonathan Glenn Paul Byrne, summa cum laude. Gabrielle Leonardo Curo, Christian Service Volunteer. Shariah Sharon Denise Daniels. Kirsten Alyssa Davis, cum laude. Leilani Gabrielle Exon. Evan Case Farley, summa cum laude. Ruben Patrick Herbal, magna cum laude, Christian Service Volunteer. Dylan Cole Hill, summa cum laude. Ian David Johnson, summa cum laude, Honors General Studies Program. Tuluwalashe Baba Tobi Loba Ushundino. Daniel Ricardo Palacios Worley. Eric Allen Rojas, cum laude. Ian Howard Schreitland, magna cum laude. Jaron Anthony Schultz. Caleb Lee Snar, summa cum laude. Serena Elizabeth Van Fossen, Christian Service Volunteer. Zeke William Van Sante, magna cum laude. Eric Todd Young, summa cum laude. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Social Work, Bianca Vanessa Aguilar. Stella Marie Gaw. Holly Marie Harrison, summa cum laude. Destiny McKenna Lawson, cum laude. Edna Valeria Maldonado Salinas. Matthew Ryan Panado. Candidates for the degree of Associate of Science, Business, Caleb Allen Alder. Liberal Studies, McKenna K. Phillips. Pre-dental hygiene, Yorleni Larissa Hernandez. Paige Heather Roy. McKay Rena Shirinzadu, Christian Service Volunteer. Pre-speech pathology, Ava Sky Crick. Quentin V. Uloa.
Candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Teaching, Mariah Sue Smith. Candidates for the degree of Master of Education, Amber Nelson, Holibert E. Phillips Scholastic Achievement Award. Michelle Diana Wachter. Candidates for the degree of Master of Science, Esta Akorfa Apoma. Stefano Angelo Fratiani. Leanne Montague. Elise Noel Watts. Candidates for the degree of Master of Social Work, Xavier Alexandro Alared. Aries Alcantara. Ariana Alvarez. Yanette Alejandra Alvarez. Monica Aliranda Arredondo. Amanda Danielle Brake. Ramon Bueno. Elizabeth Grace Corrales. Marissa Lynn Cosart. Dakota Danielle Crawford. Adora Faith Sear. Karina A. Delgado. Karen Diaz. Sarah Grace Jones Dibdall. Alyssa L. Facio. Jose Gregorio Garcia. Rocio Gaitan. Marta Herlinda Guzman. Ren Hart. Mackenzie Nicole Hartley. Sheena Lee Langford. Areli Jacqueline Larios. Jessica Macias. Amaratni Etzel Martinez. Diane M. Doobie Nunemaker. Esmeralda Jasmine Pedroza. Cleopatra Rose Perez. Rosanna Corono Post. Selena Gloria Richards. Yesenia Sandoval. Sunday Elaine Stone. Venice Raquel Walsh. Candidates for degrees from other institutions: Melody Ann Reed Williams, degree of Doctor of Education in Educational Practice and Leadership, University of North Dakota. Kirsten Ekins, degree of Master of Arts in Strategic Communication, Washington State University.
Years ago, I sat right about there, where you are, graduates, part of the first class to graduate on the newly named Centennial Green. This stage was new, installed especially for then Walla Walla College's 100th birthday. The trees that you see here now were only little saplings. There was no shade for any of us on that day. On June 14, 1992, I could not have imagined fall quarter vespers under these trees or spring jam on this stage. Back then, I was simply eager to get out of the sun, get my diploma, and get on my way. I did not plan to look back. But as he often does, God had other plans, and here we are today together enjoying this space that years ago was prepared for this day, your day. Graduates, like thousands of others who have graduated from Walla Walla University, you may be eager to get on your way. I get it. But please, please, take a few minutes now and then to look back. Stay in touch with Walla Walla University. Yes, update your contact information so that we can share university news and invite you to our alumni events. Encourage others to enroll here. When you are able, help other students like you by sharing your expertise, your connections, and your financial assistance. And remember, pray for your special place, your alma mater, as we continue to share the love and the mercy of Jesus Christ. Class of 2025, it is now my honor to officially recognize that you are Walla Walla University alumni. To welcome you, the Alumni Association has tucked a small gift under your seat. In return, our newest alumni, we ask for a parting gift from you. Represent Walla Walla University well. Be strong advocates for your university. Carry our friendly hello walk spirit wherever you go. And reflect to everyone around you the goodness and the faithfulness of our God. We will miss you, but just like these trees, this grass, and this stage, prepared 33 years ago, but enjoyed by us today, we anticipate that what you have accomplished here, will have lasting impact on countless others for years and years to come. Congratulations, class of 2025, and welcome to our alumni family.
I invite the audience to remain seated quietly for the traditional ringing of the university bell and the recessional. And now, with the class of 2025, the faculty and the staff will join us for the benediction by standing. Oh Señor, cuán bueno y cuán agradable debe de ser a tus ojos mirar a tu pueblo reunido, celebrando juntos en armonía. Gracias, Señor, por este momento. Gracias por el privilegio que nos diste de ser padres terrenales para nuestros hijos aquí reunidos. He aquí, Señor, los hijos que tú nos diste. Los ponemos en tus manos una vez más. Gracias por este momento de logro personal en sus vidas, porque sin ti no lo hubieran podido hacer. Gracias, Señor, por todas las bendiciones que les has dado. Te pido, Señor, que les des sabiduría por sobre todas las cosas, para que puedan distinguir tu voluntad en cada decisión que vayan a tomar a futuro. Auméntales la fe, Padre, y ayúdales a ser sembradores de amor y esperanza por donde quiera que ellos vayan. Porque te lo pido en el poderoso nombre de tu Hijo Jesús, a quien le damos la gloria y la honra por siempre. Y tu pueblo dice, amén. Thank you.